Grand Rising. Life is very intense right now for everyone that's tuned into this. And I'm here to tell you today that it's the greatest thing. Yeah. This is the most important month of your life. I've been sharing this to the community for a while. So whether you're catching this live stream, if you hear the podcast on YouTube Music, this is one of the most important shakeups of your life. You might reflect and you could say to yourself, yeah, my life was always the same. It was looping. And energetically, we got hit with something. We got hit with something real strong. Do you hear me? I'm reading the chat. Okay. So you're going to have to, I just had a lot of trauma. I just had a lot of trauma. Everyone's flooding the chat with 555. So Uncle Mike doesn't have trauma because, what was it, about 2 weeks ago? No one could hear me. I just saw someone in the live chat said no sound. So that's you today. You're going to have to refresh. And I'm so grateful for everyone coming on. You might be experiencing a lot of wild glitches. Everything's been glitching lately. It's difficult for this type of work that I'm out on. I'm out on the internet doing this. So I'm so grateful if everyone could click the like button right now, put some love on this video. My heart just dropped in my foot. I said, I can't believe this. Some people were there for that, and then we wound up in the fog, and then we transfer timelines. So in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you the most important thing. And it's going to be, it really goes down to one frequency. It goes down to one word, and how you will be able to survive this storm. There is a storm that's going on right now. You could see the storm physically in the world. There is a storm inside of your body right now. And this is because the energy of the solar flash that came in, it really shook us all up. It shook everything loose. And I'm going to break this down today. You might be on this and you could say, you know what, I'm getting triggered by things. I'm getting irritable. Certain things will pop up into your existence and it's making you feel quite uncomfortable. This is everything that needs to be processed at this time. So there's a massive reset for your life, for the world, okay? And it has to happen. So I love you, Poppy. Poppy writes, cried all night. A lot of people, and I felt this irritability last night, and things will pop up, and you're going to reflect on it. It's going to be in your personal life. Okay, so I did a very powerful video, okay, and one of the talking points I was sharing, how the reality will come alive. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, in your life, you have certain things, and you're going to see something, it goes totally the opposite way in a specific area of your life, and it's there to trigger you, and it's there like to push against you, and this is how you are getting into that deep-rooted trauma from your past. Right, the collective had deep-rooted trauma. That's why we have a massive storm right now, because everything has to start over. Okay, Fit Brit writes absolute facts. And Cliff, I'm very grateful for the super chat. Cheers to you. Gather around, everyone. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. We have a lot to discuss today. How will you survive this storm? And the micro and the macro, we see post the energetic event, right? And every time I try to allow people that are kind of new to this journey, just get to the basics, and you will always and forever know that energy is the ability to cause change. Okay, and when we had this massive energy that came in, now, right, at a later time, it didn't happen the moment we got blasted with that solar flash energy, right? It didn't happen that moment, right? But now your body's going through all this irritability, this stuff that's coming up in your life. Right now, we're seeing this massive, crazy storm, and what's the extent of it, and what is the root of certain things? It's this F word. You know, this F is a terrible F word. Yeah. And I want you to focus on this today. I'm going to say a four-letter F word on the air right now. It's called fear. And I see this. I see this how certain things are happening, and then it's like then it can be magnified. All right, a lot of people know about this. So there are triggers in your life, and the triggers are everything that is needed to be processed is coming up. So in the world right now, everyone's got to feel really uncomfortable. Okay, I've been through this. We go through it in waves. Okay, so not everyone is in the same season. I hope everyone is hearing this message right now. Not all I'm here to do is teach. Okay, I've been through all these things already, and I could share from firsthand experience. And now, right now, the collective is going through something massive right now. So I'm here to support you. Okay, so not everyone's in the same season. All right, so there's something that's got to come up. And you got to feel real uncomfortable. And then you're going to get to this place. You're going to get to this place where you're going to make a conscious decision. And you're going to say that it's going to get really painful. And then it's going to go like this. It's going to go like this. I refuse to live this life any longer. Okay, it's one of a tremendous videos out on the beach. You check it out, because it is a decision. It is a decision to quantum shift. It's instantaneous, but it has to be a free will internal in this internal system from the sacred heart area over here, this area right here. Okay, there is an internal shift that's happening, and it's an internal free will decision. And you're going to say, I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. And so right now there's a lot of pressure on people, and the more uncomfortable, and because we don't really see these things when it's so comfortable and rosy posy. So now we see this physically in the world. We see it in our everyday life experience. So anyone, I encourage you to leave comments, because we are a community here. Do you have triggers popping up out of nowhere? Everything that needs to be processed for your life will pop up. You could have, people and they're like a character in your life, and they're playing a role, and then all of a sudden they start antagonizing you for no reason. Or you could have like a thing in the workplace, and then all of a sudden your work just like it's getting messed with, it falls apart, whatever it is. Okay, the reality will come alive. So these things, okay, these are actually great mirrors. Okay, one of the things, if you're a person that carries the light, you're very bright, you're actually a mirror. Right. So as I talk to a lot of my very powerful friends in the gym, I put out a frequency, and I tell them I empower men like you, but I might trigger weak-minded people. It's just a mirror. Look at me. Ooh, I'm a mirror. Look at me. I was joking around with one of them. I said, I'm just gonna carry a mirror in this gym. I'm just could you imagine? I'm just gonna walk around, right? I love to troll the trolls, okay? But I'm doing the work for the people, because we have to look in that mirror. So I tell them, I say, I'm a mirror, right? Do you like what you see in the mirror? Do you look at me? You're gonna see something, right? This is a powerful energy, and a lot of you carry this energy as well. So you are a mirror, all right? I can walk around with the mirror in my hand. All right. So reality itself is now the mirror. So now I'm going to focus on myself. When I see something pop up, so now it's a mirror to me. Do you understand how this works? So now, right, as if I'm on this journey and I'm on the journey of empowerment, if I'm on the journey of ascension, this is true ascension on this channel. This is true ascension on this channel. Do I crack you up? Okay. I do. I make people laugh as I teach. That's the job here. All right. What's up, Cristal? Pop the bottle, kid. All right, so now I have to see this, and I have to stop, and I have to say, why am I getting aggravated about? This is just a Band-Aid thing. This is not even my ultimate final destination or where I'm going. So why am I getting? This is what I do. So I'm showing you. Okay, so I said, why am I getting so perturbed? All right. All right. Why am I getting so bent out of shape about it? So I just got to learn to let it go. So the healing process or the letting go process, when you are going through this shift and things are getting more and more intense, the goal is to overcome it quicker and quicker and quicker. So things that might have lingered in your energy field for, yeah, you were grinding it, and it might have took you months to get over it. You might get over it in about 3.5 minutes now. The answer is as within, so without. So there are people. So if you're on this live stream today, if you're part of the community, I appreciate if you click subscribe, and you'll get a notification. We have daily videos 9 a.m. Eastern time. You have to, you are, from this moment, if you're listening, you're becoming conscious of this. This is how I take ownership of my life. I am responsible, and we're going to, and as we go through the lesson, you're going to see how the collective was responsible for the actual reality that we were experiencing in the world. As within, so without. So your frequency is broadcasting. Okay, your internal state determines your external circumstances. Now, there are people that get this, and then there are people like, oh, but I'm a victim of this or that, and so on and so forth. And again, there were certain things, and I could go through them in my life, and I was done wrong, and things happened. But then after a while, this is where we have to do the inner work. We have to have the responsibility. If one girl did you wrong, bro, doesn't mean every girl's going to do you wrong. If one guy screwed you over, dear, it doesn't mean all men are the same, right? And these are the things that the comments that I get, okay? Cheryl Bibbins writes, most definitely. So you got to know these things. So you have to realize that in our life, we have experiences that teach us about the world, okay? My life is enriched because I had the guts, to come outside the box, to be vulnerable, to meet people, to go into different situations, to put everything on the line. Otherwise, I would have constantly been looping the same thing, and then it gets quite boring. And there are people that are probably tuned into this, and you went through this last year in the 9 year. Okay, you went through this last year in the 9 year, where this life is not like it was cool for a little bit of time, but now you're on to the next quest. And in order for you to go on to the next quest, you have to take care of the past. You have to fix your internal state, which determines the external circumstances. So in order to fix the internal state, okay, you're not conscious and aware of these things. Well, why aren't I conscious and aware of it, Uncle Mike? Oh, because it's in your subconscious. So now, when it's brought, and now you're conscious of it, now you could do, so we need a mirror. We need to see things. We have to live through things. We need a storm. We need a storm to stir, shift up. Are we going through a storm right now? Do you feel a storm? Do you feel a stirring in the body? Do you see a storm in the world right now? Okay? So if you're on this right now, if you're sitting there and you say, you know what, it's very intense right now. I've been through a lot of intense days recently as well. And we're going to see the correlation. We're going to see the correlation post the solar flash. It is changing our consciousness. It is shifting things up. Always remember, energy is the ability to cause change. The thermostat, can you hear them? No, they stopped chirping. Today we just have the bird. Yesterday we had the birds and the matrix copters at the same time. Today we're just going to have the birds. Is the mic picking it up? Do you hear the birds? I love the birds. That's why I come outside. This has to be my life. My life has to be peace. And this is why, okay, you're going to learn what's important in life. Like this is more important to me than, I mean, I had some friends that have this, very, very expensive apartments in Manhattan or facing Manhattan, and it's triggering. It's too much anxiety for me. Okay, I can't do it. Don't want it at any price. Your peace is your priority, and you're going to learn this. You're going to learn this, right? And this is where, like, all of a sudden, right, when it comes to jobs and stuff, like, there was like the great resignation. People didn't care about the overall money. They cared about their soul for their work. They didn't care. They don't care about, that's why the modern woman is struggling right now, because men, they don't care about the physical attributes. They're caring about the spiritual. They're caring about their peace, right? This is why the beta male is struggling right now, because the divine feminine's waking up. She needs a man that's going to lead her, right? So there's a massive shift that's coming. It's not about the matrix things anymore. It's not about how much money the guy has no more. It's not about how much body work she has done, bro, right? Smash the like button if you're going through this right now, if you see it right now. It's about your peace. It's about the quality of life over a quantity of stuff. Do you feel it? Quality of life over a quantity of stuff. It was one of the most important things. I took theology courses when I was in the university, right? Who would have known? This was this is the most important stuff in life. That's why I encourage everyone. You think you have, something that you got to do in life, and you have to be open-minded to all these other things, because ultimately that might be the most important thing in your life, right? A quality of life over a quantity of stuff. It's so important. All right. And I feel this as well, because ultimately, a lot of the things I teach on the channel, you got to worry about your nervous system. The more calm your nervous system is, all of a sudden your life starts to change. So your internal state determines the external circumstances. Globally, things have to be reset right now, because people were programmed. The people of the world were programmed to create the reality that the collective was experiencing. I'm like Kermit sipping on the tea. Some people like the meme of Kermit the Frog sipping on the tea. So you got to get this. I know a lot. Some people are going to tune in and say, this guy's out of his... The reality that we're all experiencing, the critical mass. I've been talking about critical mass for years. Maybe you've been on this channel for years. So let us know in the comments. Have you been here for years? So the critical mass of society, they're all broadcasting a frequency, and you were programmed to create the reality for all of us. Oh, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate. So what we need to do right now, right? You gotta. What are you tuned into? It's coffee, Faith. It's coffee. I'm more of a coffee guy than a tea guy. But we have to be focused on what we're consuming, because it's going to be our frequency. And then always remember, okay, as within, so without. So now you have the society for years. And maybe you were taking in frequencies, what you were consuming, negativity, mainstream media, negativity, and now you're pumping it out, and gloom and doom and all this other stuff. Maybe you need to tune into Our Everyday Lives, 9 a.m. Eastern. Click subscribe. I appreciate that. I'm just one guy. I'm just a regular guy. I appreciate the community all clicking subscribe and sharing and doing all that stuff for me. I appreciate it. And then we create the positive feedback loop. Or you could go back to mainstream media. Watch that all day. See where it goes. I know what we got here as a community. I know what we got here. You want to rise up in 2026? You want to know the secrets of the universe? Do you want to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration? It's all frequency. None of this is real, bro. Watch my world famous video. None of this is real. All right. Literally, if you watch that video, you saw what happened in that video. I just film in one take. I let it go, bro. I let it go. I let God, when I come out in nature, here I am. Let me just let it happen. This is the truth. This is the truth. So in the world right now, we have to reflect. What is the internal frequency? And we have to we're going to switch modes. Anyone that is on this live stream today, I'm going to switch your mode. I'm going to click your button. Yeah, I like to press the buttons, the deep buttons in there. you're gonna switch off. You're gonna switch off NPC mode, and you're gonna switch on creator mode. It's time. It's time to switch the buttons. Gotta get comfortable now. What's up? So when you have the subconscious program of you're the victim, other people create the world, and so that becomes your reality. But right now, across the world, right? But we don't see it. We don't see it until it gets real uncomfortable. There were certain things I saw a very deep picture the last year. Last year was the 9 year where we put an end to things so that we could have the 1 year, the 11/11, the 1/1/1/1/1/1, the new beginnings. And in my life, and we're all like this. We're all like this. We don't really see it until it gets really painful. Because otherwise, we don't care. It is what it is. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. You understand the frequency? Oh, it's no big deal. So you just keep going. Oh, it's comfortable. It's really no big deal. And then when it becomes a big deal, when you say, oh no, that's where the change happens. So then when you realize these things, and then you're gonna say to yourself, you know what? I got to be the creator of the reality now. I got to take ownership. I got to say, oh my God, and I'm here to tell you, until you actually live through this. And this is why you have to reset certain things. I've done many videos. You might have to leave your hometown. The surrounding people are always going to view Mary Jane, Billy Bob, whoever's listening to me. You got to listen very carefully right now. All the surrounding people, right, are going to say this is your level, and they're going to reflect it back to you as the mirror. So you're going to have to get up. You're going to say, if I want a better life, I'm going to have to leave this situation, or maybe you're in a relationship and it's keeping you tethered to the lower frequency. You might have to leave that relationship, or maybe you did this already. So now you separate, and then you fix the frequency, and then you get the real relationship. Then you leave the situation. You can't move up. See, like I have a buddy, and when he moves up, you can't move up a rank in your same precinct. So you have to go to if you're going to be the boss now, you got to go somewhere else. All right, and so certain things in the world like that are reflecting the truthful attributes of life. This is why it's getting very intense right now, because this is the solar flash shakeup. So you might be shook up. You might have to go to a different area because it's not comfortable. Oh, now I have to have this new stuff, and it's unfamiliar. But didn't you want better? Didn't you want better? I missed it. Where are you? The Pale Horse writes, a prophet isn't recognized in his hometown. Absolutely, Pale Horse. Wolverine was he was he was elected as the Horseman of Death as well. Those that are familiar with the comic books. Yeah. So sometimes in life, and I've learned a lot, and I saw the signs, the signals and stuff last year, and all our life we think it's always I want the comfortable unicorn and stuff, but sometimes we have to look at death in the face. Sometimes we have to look at the skull, and it's going to reflect on us at the end of the old life, and it brings forth the new life. And I had to learn deeper. I'm not the same person. I've expanded my consciousness in 7 years. I've been doing this, right? I could eviscerate the person I was 7 years ago now. Anyone that's listening to this is how you actually ascend. You don't care about anyone else. You are only concerned with the previous version of yourself. And then you're able to ascend. And that's what you're focused on. You're focused on your business. There are too many people in the modern society on social media that are concerned with other people's business. They ain't concerned with their own business. You better be focused on your business. That's what I did, right? So now I pay it forward. You got to be focused on your business. And when you're focused on your business, then you start rising up. And you could see it. You could see them in the fake spiritual communities and all this other stuff and the drama. Let me talk about this person. So do that. Anyone that's listening to this podcast today, and you're saying, yeah, this is the so you're gonna separate yourself from the trauma, the drama. Those that are in that, it's gonna just be the loop, and that's gonna be your frequency. So every day when I wake up, I'm encouraged to do this work. I see random strangers in the gym, on the beach. I'm picking them up just because that's my identity. This is my embodiment. It's got to be embodiment. It's got to be I am, and it can't be anything else. It can't be I'm the best there is. Okay, if you didn't watch my night stream the other night, I put an end to it, and it's gonna last the test of time. You really sit there. You watch at least the first 45 minutes of that. I know I went a little overtime in that one, but there's got to come a time in your life. It's happening right now. So what I'm leaving documentation and evidence to people. So you personally right now, you got this storm. You're going to say it's got to end. The past life has got to end. It's got to end right now. You got to end the world right now. That thing all that stuff out there, it's not real. It's always I am. It's the best video on YouTube right now. Check it out. On the beach. It's the end. And put an end to it. It's always I am. That was the ending of that talk. And it's always going to come back to that. And it's going to be the receipt of the lifetime. And it's always going to be I am. And there's going to be people out there. They go, oh, you got to take the quick fix. You're going to get I could help you ascend. It's the same thing with working out. It's always the same thing. Okay. The man in the radio is telling me, don't have to fast. You don't have to just take the supplement. You're going to lose weight. You're going to burn fat. You don't have to work out. You could be lazy, so on and so forth. You're going to fail every single time. It's always going to be I am. It's always going to be the frequency of the internal state that determines the reality. And I'm going to sit out here. I'm going to be very comfortable. I'm going to put my work up on a billboard because it's going to be the truth. I did a couple of mic drops on this channel. We have to reshare them. No, you got to know this right now. You have to know it, because I'm telling you this. Especially last year for me, it got real uncomfortable for me, right? Giving you the answers here, right? So it got real uncomfortable. So I'm like, stop. And I've already kind of been in isolation. So now I go further into isolation. I says to God, right? Can't mess with a guy that wrestled with God and lived to tell the tale. I said, I'll put myself in isolation. Yeah, it's going to get real uncomfortable. And there's the Heinrich metamorphosis. It's going to burn you up on the inside. That's the Holy Spirit fire. It's blazing, light warriors. Oh, it's blazing. And I could joke around about it, but it's really not a joke when you go through it, right? And it's gonna burn up the insides. Like so it's like the solar flash. It's ripping through the insides. It's ripping through the subconscious programs. You got to have reflection, because the 5% of the conscious has to override the 95% of the subconscious, and that's why it's so intense right now. You could hit lightning bolts in. You hear the birds? Do you hear them? Right on cue. That's why it's intense right now. The fire is burning inside right now. It's got to get real intense. And until it gets that intense, there's not going to be much change. It's just the truth. It's got to get real intense. I mean, and so look at it globally. Look at the world. Are we in tough times? Absolutely. And this is why everyone's got to know their part in the world, okay? And again, all you have to do is be the change that you want to see in the world. And this quote, this line, this phrase is always going to be the same. Weak men create tough times. There's a lot of weak things in society right now. A lot of weak things. And if you're a man like me, and I speak to some of you, right? And you're the one that's gaslit, and you're the strange one. Nah, it ain't gonna happen no more. And then you need the backbone. You need the backbone of the divine feminine's got to step up. Behind this is how it is work together, or creating the positive feedback loop, being instead of going against each other. This is, and then it creates a constructive interference wave, and then we're interfering with the reality, and then the whole reality comes crashing down right now. Do you see what's happening? Got to rise up. Got to rise up. And again, it's always the internal frequency. You got to reflect. Did I go through these things, right? And I could share from firsthand experience. I had bad things. I had people do the wrong things to me, so on and so forth. But if you are walking around, you got to listen. So there's a proverbial, you got the knife stabbed in your back, bro. Right. So now that you're walking around with it, and the frequency is putting out, so it's a magnetic frequency, and so that's going to bring more, and now it's in your subconscious, like this is going to happen again. So you got to rip it out. You got to rip it out by the roots. That's why it's happening right now, because you don't see it. So it's in the subconscious. All right. In yesterday's very powerful lesson, I shared about my past, how I had a trauma from snow and icy conditions. We know what's going on in the world right now. If you did not watch yesterday's, I suggest you really listen to that. And so I'm not aware of what, and this did happen to me. So there's something lingering in from the past. So these things have to come up to the surface. So it's coming up right now. And until it comes up, and until you let go, you will continue to loop. A lot of these things are just they show you, and you have to see it, because if you become conscious and aware of it, then you could implement changes. And if you're not conscious, if you never saw it, if you don't see it, you can't address the issue, right? So in our life, we want to address the issues right now. For if not now, then when? And we usually address the issues when it gets out of control. And that's why on a daily basis, you're always doing this work. You could click subscribe. You could show up every day for 3 months and take it from there and see where you are. I talk about my detoxification journey. See, like there had to be a time period, right? Right. So I'm gonna give you the evidence, right? So there's got to be a time period, right, in my life where the stress and the cortisol had to go through the roof. The sabotage had to go through the roof. And there I am sitting there, and all this stress and all this stuff and all this negativity, and it messes with your gut and your liver and all this other stuff. And then you get through a healing crisis, and then it's got to get so out of control that you're gonna stop, and then you're gonna address it. And now on a daily basis, I'm always detoxing. I'm always doing the intermittent fasting. I'm always doing these things so that it doesn't affect, nothing affects me anymore. So this is the truthful journey. But to be honest with everyone, like, I have to be grateful for that time period, for the pain. And now I could teach other men and women, when you're dealing with that issue and in the organs and all that stuff, that is a lot of anger from all the negativity that you might have dealt with in your life, society. But then you detox this stuff. You get your liver right. You get everything calm. You get the cortisol. You get it all out. And then when these things pop up, right, you're not holding that frequency anymore. This is why physical wellness is important to the journey. You're going to get everything on this channel. If you're new, you're going to get everything here. Just click subscribe. It's your one-stop shop for your ascension journey, for your manifestation journey, right? They do, Jen, and that's why a lot of those bells were cracked open. It's all about the frequencies. It's all about the frequencies. It's about energy, frequency, vibration, like Tesla taught us years ago. Okay. So, and again, I've been through things. It could be in a relationship. It could be in an area. I'm reading the comments. So if it's the area, if it's and I went through these things. So it's going to get to something's going to happen, and you're gonna view the like, oh, I'm sitting in this room. Okay, I'm sitting in this room, and it's always been comfortable to me. And then all of a sudden, it feels like you don't belong there anymore. And then you're not going to get comfortable there anymore. And then actual physical things are going to actually get worse, and until you have to make a change. You say, I can't stand this anymore. And that's the universe. That's God showing you. Okay, and I lived through these things, and I'm here to tell you. You have to go. You have to do this, and then once you get to that crossing of the frequency fence, I like to say, then you go, oh, I can relax finally. But there was a time period. It was like a 2-year window. And again, so there was still more to do. So then last year, right, this is how God is constantly refining us, it's tuning us, and this is happening on a global level. It's happening. We see massive things happening in the country right now. We got massive storms right now. It's got to get real uncomfortable. This is just frequencies. However they play out, they play out. But the overlying things, I get to the core. I get to the core frequencies on this channel. It's there has to be a change right now. This is the 1 year. What did I say earlier this month? This is the most important month of your life, and you might not see anything. I love the birds. You might not see anything physically manifest. You hear that? You might not see anything in those talks out here. I know some people listen. You might be new. I suggest you listen to them, because when all these things are happening, this is the most important month of your life. It doesn't mean that the briefcase of cash comes flying. Oh, finally, I got the cash. I got the coins. I got the gold coins. Finally, no. The internal frequency shift is the most important thing. So in a physical thing that I could give you, like, to really say, okay, does this really exist? Your nervous system, your internal state determines your external circumstances. And until the nervous system is reset, until the internal circumstances are reset, it's just never going to change. So that's why this very intense moment is the most important moment. Because everything that happens in February, March, April, May, for the rest of this 1 year will never happen until you get to the root. You got to dig it out by the roots right now. Do you get me? Celestial Gatekeeper, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm very grateful for the support. Thanks so much, Mike. 1111. Yeah, got to get the ones going. It's year 1, kid. It's year 1. All right. So, and we have to. It's changing the mode. What mode are you set to or programmed to? Victim mode, NPC mode. I'm just the wind, and it's just blowing around. So you have this is a thermostat reset. You have a thermostat, okay, inside of you. And if it goes too low or too, like, you have a level in life, and I've seen this in my life. We have a level in life, okay. And this is where okay, our monthly income is. And if it goes too low or too high, in the thermostat, right? Or this is the type of girl or guy, they only give me this amount of love, right? You want this amount of love up here, the unconditional love, right? And the thermostat. So you in life, number one, you have to be the thermostat of life, not the thermometer. You got to control life. Otherwise, this is just a thermometer. Lisa Patterson, thank you so much. I'm very grateful for the super chat. Lisa writes, excited for the coming changes. Yeah? Are you excited for the coming changes? They're coming in right now. So in our body, in this internal state, and I've said this to people, and I said this to people in person. Again, they get triggered and so on and so forth. I say this word, and because people don't want to realize it, it's self-sabotage in that internal thermostat. If it goes too high, and this is documented, if the money level is too high, right? Something happens and this is shown with people that became they won the lotto and they went bankrupt, not too long later, because their internal it was set too high. Many there could be people in the world. Maybe you're a girl, and there's the guy of your dreams, and then you ran away because that was you finally saw the guy. This is the guy that could have loved me unconditionally, and you ran away because your internal thermostat went too high. So then you self-sabotage. And I've seen this a lot over the years. I speak to a lot of friends like this as well. When the girl actually likes you, they might lash out at you, right? Because that's where they're set at. That's where they're set for. Okay, bro, you finally got a good woman, right? She's gonna love you unconditionally, and but then you ignore that one. You go for this one because she's the arm candy and all this other stuff, right? So I hope everyone hits the like button, because these are everyday life examples of the changes that have to occur, and they will occur. Okay, so you got to know when we are winning, and you can hit those 777s, Chris. It is the rewards, the 777 rewards. All right. And again, you just have to get through the storm. Like I've been through a storm. I'm teaching the truth, and some people get triggered by it, but I block it out. I go harder. I was just talking to someone. He's a new family member of the community, we'll call him, and I'm talking to him in the gym. He's like, "Yeah, I started watching your stuff," and like the meat and potatoes of what he said. He's like, "I'm usually a guy. Don't tell me this," and he goes, "And you know how to explain this stuff." And it's like, yeah, and I could get behind it, and that's the point. There's so many people in this world. It's about our everyday lives. It's about your life. Okay. So when you go out in the world and you say, you have to live this way, you have to have the 9 to 5, you have to, and this is just a matrix. You have to have this type of relationship. Your life has to go in this order. You have to eat these foods, right? You see all these. You have to practice this type of modality. What you need to do is figure out your everyday life. And that's what we got to do right now. It is a powerful tool. Skyco, I appreciate everyone that's in this chat right now. So do something today that your future self will thank you for. And that's how I live my life, even though it's not the instant. Do you know about instant gratification in the modern society? Do you know about instant gratification? So every day when I wake up, I say, I got to do something today that my future self. Last year was a very rough year for me, and there's a staple. There's, I do a daily, daily work, but there's like staples that I did last year. And those were the seeds that I planted. And in the future, which is now all of those things past year, right? My future self is thankful that I actually did it, instead of curling up and being scared. Oh, what would the people think? Oh, if they get triggered and they write nasty things about it. Ooh, right? So and I speak to other people that are like this too. And that is how the Matrix tries to control you. If you've never seen the Matrix, if you never listened to Morpheus, there are the NPC bots of society that if you go outside the comfort zone, they're going to just actually try to attack you and gaslight you and try to get you, right? So because everyone wants to stay comfortable all the time. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable training in the gym. It's not comfortable sitting in the sauna in a fasted state. These are the things that I do. This is why I am where I am today. Just got to get them comfortable. Cheryl Bibbins, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I'm so grateful for the support. Thank you so much for that. I'm very grateful. All right? I'm grateful for everyone that became a channel member. even while I'm not on the air. I'm grateful for the support for this channel. It's we're going we're going full circle. A lot of the things, the stuff that started off years ago, back in the past. Brownie, I also try not to ever microwave food. Once in a while, I get lazy. Okay, I keep it at 100. But again, when you do things in life, so we'll take that as an example, microwaving food, right? Like I know not to do it, but listen, once in a while, if I microwave it, I'm being a little lazy. It's not you can't when you start to improve your life, and you can't also get to this place where I have to be this perfect. And that's why I've won for all eternity, because authenticity will always be greater than perfect, all the time, and it will never change. Oh, and I hope everyone writes it down. Oh, I hope everyone is going to hit the like button for that today, and I hope you get this through that brain. Authenticity will always be greater than perfect, all the time. And that's why I'm here. It will never change. It's got to be exhausting to play pretend. I have to have this perfect image. A lot of you know me very well. I don't walk out. I don't care. I got to be me. I got to be me. And I hope I encourage other people. When I do this, I give other people the courage to just be authentic. Have the courage to be authentic in a fake world, dude. Have the courage to be authentic. And your life is so much easier. It's so much easier. Oh, I got to pretend. What did I say to this person? Right? So I'm giving you like what goes through the people that are fake. What did I say on this video? What did I say to this? Or I could just show up and just be me, and it's so much easier. People say to me, how do you do a video every single day? Every 365. Could throw up 365. Okay? It's because I'm authentic. Because I don't have to play pretend. Because I just let the energy flow, because I have the energy of God just go through me, through the DNA receptors, not closed off, not playing pretend, not being the NPC in a matrix. I got to fit into the box of the matrix. And this is what, and the shakeup is happening right now, and you're going to feel really uncomfortable. So if you feel life is intense right now, and we see intensity in the world right now, in a post solar flash moment, it is to shake us up so that we could actually be ourselves. It's powerful stuff. So this is really the moment that we've been waiting for, even though we feel like it's, and I feel this too. And again, I have things, and I'll get off this, and if like things feel difficult, those that are very in tune, you got your clairs up, you open your third eye, and you will feel, when you feel the holding pattern, and you know that you're a manifester and you're a conscious creator, and when you're in this holding pattern, you do feel like it's in that prison. You feel like you're in the matrix prison. So it's an internal shift, and then the external, and there can't be dissonance. So what you hold in your heart must be reflected in the outer world. Otherwise, free will is violated. And free will must be obeyed at all times. Otherwise, there's no point in this game. There must be free will. There must be choice. Did you go very deep on this channel? There's no the point of you being alive, right? You must be alive so that you can make choices. Put a like on this video for that. You're alive to make choices. Free will choices. So stop making choices because your idiot friends told you to do it. Stop doing it because you're afraid. You got to get up. I train light warriors on this channel. These are light warriors on this channel. Get up today. Get up and stop living somebody else's life today. Today. Let this be the message. You smash the subscribe button. You show up every day. Maybe you're new. I am the Love Doctor Brownie. You can watch my best relationship videos, podcast, playlist. It's on the channel page. Okay, I got relationships and anything you want. You want health and wellness, you go to the channel page. The playlists are already set up for you. Okay, and one of the things that I say, it's really, I would say, the most powerful video, how to reset your body for optimal health. I meet some of my gym buddies. I know you guys are watching me right now. I refer everyone to that video. That'll set you off. That'll set you off, because sometimes we have to have the physical. How does this stuff work? When you start feeling the physical changes in your body, you're feeling healthy, the pain goes away. All of a sudden, you got the evidence right there, and there you go. So I'm very grateful for all of you. Comment down below if you are feeling this right now. Check out the videos that are on the channel page. Connect on Facebook. The Facebook link is in the description. Okay, we have posts all day long on Facebook. Patreon, a video there for you, waiting for you. Other posts. TikTok, utilize the hashtag OurEverydayLives. I'm grateful for the community. This is a very, it's intense. But that's why when I share and someone shares it back to me and we say, you know what, okay, we're all going through it. Not that we want to really go through it, but we have to realize we are going through this right now, and it cannot be denied. Stop fighting against it. I go to the beach a lot. Some days the waves are nice. It's beautiful. I don't like going in. I try to relax in the ocean, so I'm not a big fan when the waves are bashing down. I know some of my surfer friends, they love that. I said, I just want to relax a little bit, okay? I've had years of stress, all right? But the moral of the story is you want to go out there when that wave bash you can't stop that wave. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do. It's going to knock you over. So you got to learn how to ride those waves. You got to learn. This is the waves right now. No matter what I want, if I go to the beach and I say I want it to be nice and calm, I can't. When I show up at that beach, and if that's the energy of the waves of that's how it's going to be. So I hope that helps you. Grateful for the community support. I appreciate like, comment, share, rewatch if you came in. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you guys very much. Bye for now.